Good evening and welcome. This is Section 6 AAA Section Baseball. This is the winner's bracket semifinal between the Red Knights of Benilde St. Margaret's and the Robbinsdale Armstrong Falcons. We welcome you to Parade Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. I'm Chris O'Connor along with Dennis Lynch, and could you pick a better night for a high school section baseball game?
This is baseball weather. Love it.
Red Knights coming into this game, Dennis, seeded number 1 in Section 6A, 6 AAA, with a record of 17-4. Armstrong comes in out of the Northwest Suburban Conference at 12-9, and both have fought their way through the winner's bracket.
Yeah, the 12-9. I mean, that's kind of deceiving. They played some really good teams. So
they play in a very tough conference up north with the likes of Centennial, Elk River. It's not an easy. Not an easy league that they play in.
I know Benilde's not taking anything lightly. Just looking at their record, they know they're good, and
we're going to give you a nice shot of downtown Minneapolis skyline right there as we pan across Parade Stadium. It's a beautiful night for a ball game. We're so happy we could bring this to you on ParkTV 16 and our good friends from 12 TV. Up in the Plymouth, Wayzata area.
Seen over the years, seen a lot of games here. I've yet to see a home run. This is a humongous field. This is about what I think it's 430,
yeah,
440
down the line,
center.
And dead center is almost Ramsey County.
That's I mean, to give you a comparison, the Metrodome dead center is 405. This is 30-40 feet. Longer than that.
Coaches right now are going over ground rules so we can, again, give you a sense of how nice it is out here at Parade Stadium. This is probably one of the most picturesque ballparks in the upper Midwest with the skyline of Minneapolis behind as we await the beginning of this game. We're waiting on the coin flip, Dennis. We were here last night for the quarters, and it's a coin flip that determines home and away. It's not based on seeding.
Is that normal for sections?
I talked to coaches last night. They just said that's kind of the way it is. They flip a coin. We get up on the screen right now the Benilde batting order. We'll run down that real quick. Sam Lynch, Nathan Hanks, Keaton Studsrud in the 3 spot tonight. Mike McGill in 4th. Mike Kaminsky will be pitching, batting 5th. Chris Ricchini, Marshall Hemke, Tyler Wyville, and Chris Landis round that out. Why don't you run down the defensive positions for Armstrong?
Let's see, we got Corey Gilbert leading off and playing left field. Josh Thorpe be at second base, batting 2nd. Troy Ouellette, 3rd spot, playing shortstop. Matt Bachmeyer. Is he playing second base?
Yeah, he's over
Shortstop, I'm sorry. Jordan
Kuznia.
Followed by Jack Wieben, Jack McDonough, Ricky Reed, Mike Arnist, and J.D. Weiss.
They just announced on the PA system that the home team is Benilde St. Margaret's, which means Armstrong will be hitting the field here. Red Knights will be leading off. Or I'm sorry, Red Knights in the field. Armstrong will be hitting. Dennis, I might just want to retract everything I said. I'm sorry. Armstrong sent it out to the field. The Red Knights will be batting. Well, they made the
fans seem very confused, so we're good.
Benilde is the visiting club like they were last night. And Armstrong will be the home team. Benilde comes into this section seeded number 1. They get through Cooper in the first round.
Beat St. Louis Park last night?
Came back through
St. Louis Park.
St. Louis Park last night.
That was a fun game.
It was a good ball game. Red Knights were down early and then came back to win that game 7-3. And then last night in the nightcap, Armstrong took on Wayzata and beat them 5-4.
And I'm looking at the stats, and you know, Keaton has been the horse to ride, and he fell in a little slump, which is great when you fall in a slump and your team wins. The other guys just pick up the slack. It's been that way all year. It hasn't been one superstar. It's very much of a team effort here. So
talked to the Red Knight coaches, and they said they were so proud that all the kids played a role in that win last night, and every kid that was asked to do something delivered last night. It was fun to watch. Good ball game. This Armstrong team, as you said, deceptive. The record is 12-9, which really at this point doesn't mean a whole lot. This team knows exactly what's at stake. The winner of this game then goes into the championship game undefeated for Section 6 AAA. That game next Monday night at Siebert Field over at the University of Minnesota. So both teams desperately would like to go into that game undefeated. This is a double elimination tournament, though.
Yep. If you lose, you got more games to play and come back to the losers bracket. The thing I noticed about these guys last night, a couple things. They run aggressive. They're fighters. And I didn't notice any superstars on this team either. No big 6'6", full of muscle, but.
All right, so on the hill for Armstrong, Jordan Kuznia, number 1. And let's get this game underway.
At the plate, Sam Lynch, center fielder, number 11.
Lynchy comes into this postseason batting .300. Takes a ball to start the game. Lynch has been a leadoff hitter for the Red Knights all year long. Senior, one of the team captains for the Red Knights. Wears number 11, left-handed batter, and right now he's got a 2-ball, no strike count. Here's the pitch. It's up high, 3-0. Red Knights seem to traditionally, you know, Dennis, over the last few weeks, we've seen them get that leadoff hitter on, or the first man in the batting order each inning on, which really helps them out.
That is key. I think especially in high school. He's usually been able to go deep in the count, let his teammates take a look at the pitch.
All right, so there's 2 straight fastballs to get the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Jordan Kuznia on the mound.
Little dribbler. He's safe. I think he beat out the throw anyways, but the first baseman dropped it.
The shortstop Bachmeyer, kind of a funny spin on that ball. Here's the replay, and you can see it kind of came off the end of the bat. A funny spin, and it came to Bachmeyer, and he kind of had to hustle to throw, knowing that Lynch was pretty quick down the line, and the throw wasn't there, and I'm sure they're going to give an error on that. But Lynch is aboard, and now for the Red Knights, the second baseman, number 17. This is Nathan Hanks.
Nader, good wheels. Seems to do a nice job bunting. That was the other thing I mentioned with Armstrong. They played small ball a lot. They manufacture runs, which it's just a good ball team.
Hanks comes into the postseason. His regular season stats extremely impressive. Hit .439 during the regular season. And there's a bunt, but that's going to be
nice hustle by the catcher.
Back to the screen. That's J.D. Weiss making a nice effort for Armstrong. If you're just joining us, thank you for being with us. This is Section 6 AAA winners bracket semifinal from Parade Stadium, Benilde St. Margaret's against Robbinsdale Armstrong. And here's the pitch to Hanks. Swing and a miss, and Hanks goes down.
So we got 1 down, runner on first.
All right, it's Keaton Studsrud, shortstop for the Red Knights. He was the team leader this season during the regular season. Batted Dennis an amazing .526 and hits the ball very well, makes great contact.
Yeah, he can hit it hard.
The Red Knights would like to take advantage with getting Lynch on in the lead position with a man on first.
Nice breaking ball there.
Curve ball in for a strike.
Is this pitcher junior, senior, whatever he...
Oh, you know what? We'll you're probably going to have that stat sheet. I don't have the breakdown of what year he is.
He is a junior. Lynch gets back to first in time.
Weiss a left-hander, so Lynch will be little bit cautious on that lead at first. And here's the pitch. Look that inside corner. 2 strikes on Stutzrud.
Going inside. It's easy. I think he's a little jumpy. I don't know him. I haven't seen him pitch all that much, but it's got to be a lot of adrenaline flowing.
Well, I think for both kids, Jordan Kuznia got to be pretty pumped up to be hitting. There's a hard hit ball to third base.
Double play. I got a hustle here. Safe on 1.
So there's a force. Ricky Reed fields the ball cleanly at third base. Throws down to second to catch the lead runner, Lynch. But Stutzrud too quick getting down the first base line, and it's safe. All right, so let's set it back up now, Dennis. 2 outs, and the batter is Mikey McGill.
Big lefty. Has power. Didn't like that one. But he can hit. He's what is he coming in at?
McGill coming in at just a hair over 300. Regular season about at 302. So move back to first base. Stutzrud easily back in. Kuznia on the set, and the pitch to McGill. Rip
Nice
through,
hard
that's
hit.
a single.
There you go, Mike.
See if Stutzrud can advance to third.
And the throw is.
I think Dennis,
Really?
that ball was caught up in the grass and didn't get as deep, and I don't think he got a good jump.
Not at all. He was dead. You know, we just can't make running mistakes. You can't make base running errors like this. I mean, there was no chance he was.
Hard hit ball through the infield, but once it hit that outfield grass, it died. And Stutzrud, by the time he was maybe halfway to third, that ball was already on its way to third. And it really wasn't that close of a play.
No, and I don't know if Coach Hemke told him to come on over to 3, or if he just did it on his own.
That'd be one of the first questions
matter.
in the post-game press conference that we'll address. All right, let's run down the Armstrong batting order. It's up on your screen right now. We'll give you last names: Gilbert, Thorpe, Ouellette, Bachmeyer, Kuznia, Wibben, McDonough, Reed, Arnest, and Weiss is catching this afternoon, so he'll be the one being DH'd for. Wibben will DH for Weiss.
So what did we get that? We left Keaton thrown out.
We left 1 man on base, no error. Well, we're going to give. There was an error at first base on the ground ball from Lynch, but 1 man left. No runs scored. So we move into the bottom of the first with Armstrong coming to bat. Talk a little bit about Michael Kaminsky. I have to think he's the ace of the club this year, Dennis. He was the workhorse for the club and has really had a nice senior season for Benilde.
Yeah, he's great control. He worked a lot on the off season, and it shows. I mean, but he's got a lot of good pitches. He's a senior. He's been out there before. He's coming in with, I think, yeah, like you said, he's the workhorse. He's coming in with a 2.4. Oh, wait a minute.
Let me check this right here. Here's your pitching
I'm looking for his
stats.
ERA here.
Right there.
There we
right
go.
across
2.81.
2.81, yeah. So.
Yeah, he's been incredible. I mean, the last game he pitched, found out later he had over 100 fever, 100 temperature, and I just thought he was sweating. But
all right, so we're ready to get the Armstrong half of the first inning in and underway. Leading off, number 5 is Corey Gilbert. Corey is the left fielder.
Junior.
We've got Chris Ricchini playing over at third, up a little bit. As you mentioned, these guys like to play a little small ball. Fake bunt. It's kind of a scrappy deal. Anything to get on.
I know a lot of the Knights hung around for the second game last night where.
It's a high fly ball into right field. That's Marshall Hemke.
There you go, Marshall.
All day long under that ball, makes the catch to retire Gilbert. 1 out for Armstrong.
There's about a half a dozen players, 10 players that stuck around last night watched Armstrong beat Wayzata.
Here's a replay all day long for Hemke. He had plenty of time to get under that. Go back to live action right now. This is the second baseman, Josh Thorpe, number 4. It's a smash down the third base line. Ricchini was playing up, didn't really have a chance to make a play on it. Big turn at first for Thorpe. And Armstrong has their first hit of the night. Ball hit sharply down third base line, a clean hit. Ricchini was off the line.
Yeah, the replay, he didn't have much of a chance there.
Crane made the play out in left field, got that ball in the second base. Runner could not advance. All right, so man on first, and this is Troy Ouellette. Troy's the third baseman for Armstrong.
Most of these guys were fast, too. Mike's going to try to keep him on first base there. Nope.
It's a bit outside. Got a great crowd here tonight at Parade Stadium. A beautiful night. Both teams are bringing out a lot of parents, friends, family.
All of a sudden it's summer.
Great night in baseball here in the tail end of May. This could be a double play to Studsrud, to Hanks, to McGill, not in time. There's a hot smash by Ouellette. Here's the replay, and you'll see a one bounce to Studsrud at shortstop, who flicked right over to Hanks at second, makes the turn. But too quick down the line for Ouellette, and
so we got 2 outs, runner on first. Number 22.
It's Matt Bachmeyer Jr. He's the shortstop for Armstrong.
Nice pitch, Mike.
Nice pitch on the inside corner. I think you and I have seen Michael so much this year, Dennis. We know when he keeps the ball low, and he really likes to find his spots low. When he can paint those corners, that's when he seems to be on it. So far, I'm seeing no problems. He really looks like he's in tune for this game right now.
He does. I mean, off safe at second. You're right. I mean, he gets into his groove. He seems to be working ahead more than not. So where we got a steal. So we got a runner in second. We got
Ouellette making his way down to second base. Wasn't really close.
No, I don't think Landis, our catcher, he didn't look like he find the handle on that ball to toss it down there.
2 outs for Armstrong right now. There's the ball hit to Studsrud at short. An easy play to first to McGill, and the side is retired.
Okay, left one stranded.
They picked up a hit that inning, but no runs scored. They had a man left on base, no errors, and we're through 1 now with both teams tied. As we said, the winner of this game, Dennis, has the rest of the week off and doesn't get back to action until next Monday night.
What do you think of that? I think that's helpful, or do they?
Well, I think, one of the issues is you got high school graduations going on this week, and you got a lot of stuff going on.
That's true.
And it's easy to reload the section on Monday. The winner of this game will move to that final game undefeated. The loser will have to fight their way back through the loser's bracket. This is a double elimination tournament in section play.
Yeah, I think the winner does get a nice little gift there.
It's easier, as you know, to go through the winner's bracket because you don't burn as many arms. You can save your pitchers.
Yeah, I think both teams are hoping that their starters can go the distance, but I know, talking to both coaches, they have backups ready to go, just in case. But you're right, you don't want to burn through arms.
Again, a beautiful shot of the downtown Minneapolis skyline on this absolutely gorgeous night. Not a cloud in the sky, a nice breeze. It must be close to 80 degrees right now. It doesn't get much nicer than this.
Sure beat some of the season games at 40 degrees, doesn't it?
Cold, wet, and rainy. That was the name of this spring. All right, so Kuznia is ready to get back to work. The Red Knights going to bring up their pitcher, Michael Kaminsky, who's batting in the 5 spot tonight. He's number 12, right-handed senior.
What's Mike been doing? He was, what, 3 hits last night?
Kaminsky batted .333 for the
regular season.
for the season, but last night he had a great night. Last night he batted .800. He was just on fire last night, hitting the ball well.
Yeah, everything was just a little blooper between the infield and the outfield, but the name of the game is getting on base, and he did.
Kuznia opens up Kaminsky with a fastball. Michael fouls that off. Here's the second pitch, a bit low. Count moves to 1-1. We're hoping to have dignitaries, celebrities, and the like stop by the broadcast booth tonight, Dennis. It's a shallow fly ball to right field.
I'm always looking forward to it. You line up quite a guest list.
Well, I do my
best.
best.
It's very, very hard for weeks and weeks on.
Here's a replay on that soft fly ball. Kaminsky laid on the swing, and Corey Gilbert under it to make the play.
We got Chris Ricchini up.
All right, here's Chris Ricchini, who last night hit a bomb down the right field line for a triple. I'm sure he's still thinking about that.
I think he got a double ribby out of that last night. So he
was in
huge
a
key part of the win last night.
He was in a pitch hit situation last night and turned down a ball and drove it right down the right field line. Here's the pitch. Follow that one up and out of the park. Chris Ricchini, also a senior, headed off to the University of Missouri.
He'll do a great job. Your boy's going to Missouri.
He's going to be roommates with his baseball buddy Johnny O'Connor. So they're headed down there.
Those guys are rooming together.
They're going to room together along with Nate Meyer, a hockey player from Benilde. Here's the pitch.
Oh, he dropped his shoulder.
Relatively easy catch. That's Mike Arnest out in center field. That ball was not hit very hard. It was underneath. Here's the replay on that. Just a hair underneath. Dropped his shoulder.
Right fielder, number 20.
And a lazy fly ball out to center field. All right, so the Red Knights have 2 outs, and this brings up Marshall Hemke. Marshall, also a senior, is a very dominant senior team.
I think they got 12. We did senior night a couple, 2 weeks ago. We had 12 seniors on the team. Ball 1.
Marshall Hemke, the son of the coach, Greg Hemke. I'd say that Kuznia's mixing it up quite well. I think he's got our hitters just a little off right now, but again, it's the first time through the order, so to be expected, another lazy fly ball into center field.
Another drop back shoulder.
We're just a hair underneath these, making contact but not well hit. So the Red Knights go quietly in their top of the second.
Yeah, how many pitches was that? 5, 6 pitches?
It wasn't many. It was a very effective inning for Kuznia.
All right, so let's see what we can do here. Chris Landis behind the plate's been their go-to guy, catcher, and we were talking about it last game. This is his second year he played catcher. First year he started, but he's done a great job. He works hard.
He's been a good battery mate for Kaminsky. In fact, I really believe all the pitchers really like working with Chris. He calls a good game, very steady, very calm.
Yeah, he's reliable.
And he keeps his emotions in check.
I think that helps a couple of the pitchers get a little excited and they look at Chris and they just calm him down.
If you're just joining us, we are just underway. Moving into the bottom of the second inning with no score between Benilde and Armstrong. Armstrong comes in as the number 3 seed in Section 6 AAA. The Red Knights were the number 1 seed coming in. It's good to be with you, Dennis Lynch. I'm Chris O'Connor, and
it is. It's fun to work with you, Chris.
Couldn't be asking for a better night to be calling a ball game.
We got Jordan Kuznia.
This is the pitcher.
Lays down a bunt. Nope. And a strike one.
See, that's what you were talking about. They like to fake bunt, put the bat out, pull it back. They try to be a little deceptive.
Yeah, I saw a lot of fake bunt steals.
That's what we were getting the report on them from the game last night.
That's a nice breaking ball, Mike.
Both teams got here by wins last night. Red Knights took out St. Louis Park, and Armstrong got by Wayzata last night.
Bottom of the 7th. Error by Wayzata brought in 2 runs, and we're able to tie it up or wrap it up. I think that was the first time since the first inning they had a lead. Wayzata's a good ball club as well.
It'll be interesting to see what happens tonight. The lights at Parade Stadium are about as old as the Parade Stadium.
Mike got a K there. Swinging K for Kuznia.
Kuznia goes down swinging. I did talk to some of the Wayzata parents last night, and they said as darkness settled in, it was really a focus of the outfielders to watch that ball come off the bat, because balls can get misplayed in the outfield here at Parade because the lights are not
they said
state of the art.
Almost half of them are burnt out. I kind of thought they would check that out before they have the tournament here.
This is the designated hitter, Dennis. This is number 17, Jack Wibben. He took a strike. Wibben is hitting for the catcher, J.D. Weiss.
So we got to count here. It's hard for me to see that board.
Again, the scoreboard about as old as the lights here at Parade.
Well, I'm looking through the fence, and the sun's beating on it.
I know. Once the sun comes off the board, it's a lot easier. There you go. Still 0-0. We got
that's foul ball.
Barely foul. We got a great crew tonight. We thank the folks at 12 TV up in the Plymouth Wayzata area, and of course our good friends from ParkTV 16, Paul Brode and the crew. An outstanding job. All the camera operators. Stellar work bringing this game to everybody tonight on ParkTV 16. Here we go. Here's Kaminsky with the pitch. Good outside.
So we got a full count going.
I think especially through the first time through the order, I think you want to challenge these hitters, especially as you move down to the bottom of the order, Dennis.
Yeah. Well, I was just counting. He's in the 6th slot.
Yeah. So you're working your way down, and you want to force the batter to swing.
Well, I'm sure there's a reason why he's DHing. He's looks like he's got a good swing here. He's just waiting for his.
Nice curve ball, but it wouldn't break enough into the strike zone.
I think you're right, Mike. Mike is deadly when he keeps it low, and that one it never really broke.
Number 8, first base.
All right, this brings up the first baseman for Armstrong. It's Jack McDonough, number 8. Ricchini moves up a bit on third base to see if he may drop something down.
Low and inside. I think he just has to take a deep breath out there and gather himself.
I would think he'd be pretty relaxed. Again, I think that the team is playing with some good confidence right now. I don't think Mike's really got anything to worry about. He just wants to throw strikes. That's a nice pitch. Keeping it low.
I would imagine they have a take on until they get a strike.
I would agree with you.
So batting in 7th spot.
We got Wibben, Jack Wibben on first after a walk, and this could be a double play ball to Studsrud, to Hanks, and to McGill.
And little bobble at first, no harm. Got the runner at second. I don't know if we would have got him anyways. Chris,
we'll show you the
Landis
replay
there
on this. To Studsrud with the sweep to Hanks. To McGill, throw just a hair low if he could have controlled that.
Shortstop, number 3, Ricky Reed.
But the Red Knights get the lead runner. And coming up now, the third baseman, number 3, this is Ricky Reed.
So we got runner on first, 2 outs. Top of second. No, bottom of second, excuse me.
Yeah, that's where you see that bat come off of Reed's shoulder, kind of in a bunt position. These guys like to try to be a little deceptive as to what are we going to do next. Trying to get our defense to move.
Looks like they cut the grass. It was.
It is fresh mode.
Yeah, I mean, last night the balls were dying.
Fresh mode.
It's still nice and thick, but they'll move out a little bit more.
Here's the set and the pitch from Kaminsky. Low and outside.
Nice job by Landis.
We got 2 balls, 1 strike. As Armstrong tries to mount a little threat. 2 outs though. We're going to switch balls for Kaminsky. Again, it's just a beautiful night. Nice breeze, no mosquitoes, just baseballs in the air.
Yeah, this is just amazing. How it can change in a week.
A week ago wasn't quite this nice. Tonight, it is that night. Here's the pitch from Kaminsky.
Hard hit.
Should be a routine ball to Studsrud. And he bounces it to McGill, but you know, Mike made the catch.
Mike, well, you know what? When Keaton's arm goes a little haywire and starts throwing it crooked, he seems to be batting better. So maybe that's a good sign.
All right, so we are through 2 innings right now.
2 innings, score
still scoreless between the Red Knights and Robbinsdale Armstrong. A lot of these kids on this Armstrong club, Dennis, played in the travel program in Robbinsdale. We saw these kids coming up as we were playing Plymouth Wayzata travel. We saw them a lot when we were 13, 14 years old. We get to play against them quite a bit. So there's some familiar names, some familiar faces.
Well, I know our number 13, Chris Ricchini, grew up in this ballpark. I'm sure he knows the majority of these kids. I think Nate Hanks as well.
Yeah, Nate was a product of that travel program out there.
Glad we got him on Benilde now.
Very glad. Glad he's a Red Knight. Red Knights are going to send up to lead off the top of the 3rd their designated hitter, Tyler Weibel.
Tyler did a great job last night pitching. He took over for Jimmy Crone, and he's a junior, big junior, but Mr. Cool out there. Seen him do that a few times this year. Come in as a relief when it's men on base and doesn't seem to bother him.
We've talked about Tyler quite a. Tyler, you know, over the last several weeks has really come into his own, and I very much believe he knows he belongs on this club. He's going to be a great ball player for the Red Knights next year, as he's just a junior.
Pitch, nice. Pitch. Yeah, I'm pretty confident he'll be one of the lead pitchers next year.
Baseball is his favorite sport, and he loves this game. He fouled that one off. Quickly it goes to no balls and 2 strikes.
Batter is designated hitter number 22, Tyler Weibel.
Weibel used most often as a designated hitter.
Oh, caught him looking on that one.
And that ball broke right across his belt, and that was that. All right, so 1 out for the Red Knights, and let's bring up the catcher. This is a senior. This is Chris Landis. He's number 1.
Number 1, the catcher, Chris Landis.
I think Kuznia's throwing a real good game so far, Dennis. He's really working hard. He's finding his zone. He's getting that first pitch strike quite often.
He looks pretty much in control out there, doesn't he?
The Red Knights have not hit him hard yet. Put the ball in play, but nothing scorched yet.
Chris has come up with some big clutch hits in some.
Fouled that one off to the right.
Games. He's another kid that has wheels. Good bunter. If I wouldn't be surprised if he lays down a bunt. Even looks like gonna let him hit away.
It's a drop third strike.
Airmail it? Nope.
Weiss picks up the ball, fires down to first base, and they get Landis.
Just don't see Armstrong make a lot of mistakes.
Neither team has made a mistake so far.
Fundamentally sound ball players.
And we talked about that.
11,
this would be a good game. This was not a walkover for either team. Both teams very evenly matched. All right, we're back to the top of the order.
Sam Lynch, number 11, center fielder.
Lynch, you took a walk last time up.
No, that was the error on first base.
Oh, that's right. That was the error. All right.
First base.
At least I got him down to first base. At least I got him there, huh?
On base percentage. I don't care how he gets down there, get down there.
Just get him down there.
But like you said, he's been leading the Knights off for, this is his second season of leading off, and third season as the starting center fielder.
I think we just got a wave from your wife and your daughter. Just gave us the old hi, how you doing?
Just.
That was off his foot, and that was
ball.
a foul ball.
That can't feel good.
No, I don't think it does feel good. It's going to wake you up. Here's a replay right off the, you see it come right down.
Oh, maybe a shin.
Just ouch.
Oh, knee or shin.
Ouch. And here's the pitch to Lynch.
Ah, jeez.
Ground
Pitcher's
ball
doing
to
his
the
job.
second side.
Safe.
Second base.
Oh,
barely.
Let's see that
barely
one again.
got him.
Probably a good call. These umps do a pretty good job, but very close.
It was Josh Thorpe making the play at second base. It wasn't a hard hit ball, and slight bobble, and Lynchy is quick down the first base line, but
There's our good-looking fans.
there's a nice shot from the right field side. Those are some of the Armstrong parents, friends, families of the Armstrong baseball team.
Falcons. Armstrong Falcons.
All right, so Kaminsky comes back out for the bottom of the third. Good game. I'm not surprised that it's scoreless at this point. Both clubs wanted to get through at least one rotation with their hitters, and
this game's flying by. Bottom of third, correct?
Moves quick when you don't score runs.
So, yeah, we got to put some. Got to get out of this half of the inning and put some hits out there. How many hits do we have? Do we have a hit yet?
Where's our statistician? Oh, sorry, we don't have a statistician.
Where's our booth?
Here's another beautiful shot of the downtown Minneapolis skyline. I'm talking to my son John last night. He said it was so fun playing here last night.
I gotta love it.
In the shadow of downtown.
For Armstrong, number 1, the center fielder, Mike Arnott.
All right, this is Mike Arnott. This is a center fielder. This is the number 9 batter, and then Armstrong will head back to the top of the order. A nice pitch by Mike Kaminsky, working that outside corner for a strike.
Chopper to
and
third.
Is a foul ball down by Chris Ricchini at third.
Chris Ricchini, baseball nut.
Ricchini at third, Studsrud at short, Hanks at second, McGill at first. Your outfielders are Crane in left, Lynch in center, Hemke in right, Landis behind the plate. That's Michael Kaminsky, a senior for the Red Knights on the mound.
It's all senior besides Crane out in left field. shot.
It's a shot up the middle
Hanks
that
should have
Hanks
it.
makes a great play on, and I think
he's
he
safe.
just beat it out. A great play on both sides. Hanks made a terrific effort to get to that ball.
That was a great mitt. Hanks moves pretty well. He's got great range.
Here's the play. The ball was headed up to center field, close to second base, but a great play by Hanks off, and
boy, that center fielder
just
is
beat
fast.
it. He moved down the line. It was a great play, but he did beat it out by a half step. All right, we're back to the top of the order. Looking for a
got him.
That was close, and nice job by Michael Kaminsky picking off Mike Arnest.
You know, Mikey McGill at first and Mikey Kaminsky. How many times have we seen that? I mean, that's a great move.
I mean, he caught him leaning,
righty.
and look at that tag. And it wasn't even close. McGill brings the ball up, saying, "I got it," and Arnst is heading to the dugout. You saw, though, that just before that, Corey Gilbert had his bat in the bunt position. They were looking to again play a little small ball. So now all of a sudden the situation's changed now.
I think they upset Mike. You don't get a hit on Mike.
He does have a very quick move, and it is key to pay attention. But Mike caught him napping, and Red Knights picked up the out.
Looks like that right side of the field is a bear with the sun. I mean, that's got to be.
I think anything on the right side in the air is going to be hard to catch. They're really going to have to watch the ball come off the bat. You know, last night we were playing, it was overcast, so it was a lot easier to see the balls coming off the bat last night. But I think anything on the right side is difficult.
It's a foul ball. So 2-2 count, 1 out. Kaminsky with a nice pick over at first base. There's a windup pitch. Another foul ball. Okay,
that is a sky ball on the left side. Chris Ricchini.
No problem with that. There you go.
Easy for a.
And we don't have 3 outs there yet, Chris. He's practicing his throw over to the mound.
Have we ever seen that happen before?
Not since Little League, but Chris is a kid at heart. So 2 outs, Chris. You need one more.
Oh, you think the dugout's giving him a little?
Number 4, Judge Thorpe.
I'm just glad that wasn't
a little hard.
Glad there wasn't anybody on base.
All right, so coming up now for Armstrong.
Shot to up the middle.
It's Josh Thorpe, a little screamer up the middle.
Takes
Past
the first
Keaton
pitch.
Studsrud, and we've
Right,
got
so we
Robbinsdale with 2 outs, but a man on first now, and that's going to bring up Troy Ouellette.
Number 6.
We got a special guest in between innings, Dennis. We're going to bring in John Hanks, head football coach over at Benilde St. Margaret's, get his perspective on the game and life in general.
The new conference, new players. Runner steals to second. Chris couldn't find a handle on that one. Not a problem. We got 2 down. Just got to work the batter now.
So Thorpe moves down to second. That was a ball on that pitch. Ouellette.
Come on, Michael, go get him.
Troy Ouellette batting right now for Armstrong. Shadows are starting to creep across the field on the left-hand side. Batters in the sun, pitchers in the shade. Nice pitch by Mike.
It's a 1-1 count.
Benilde faithful liked the pitch. The Armstrong fans didn't like the pitch.
Some of the fans saying it was a makeup call, but who knows? That's a nice pitch.
And that is a single.
Geez, they're finding the holes.
Into right field. Hemke comes up throwing. Here comes the play at the plate.
And they scored.
Not in time.
From second.
So Thorpe scores after stealing second base. Thorpe scores on the single by Ouellette.
Watch the replay. That grass just grabbed it.
The ball was hit well through the infield, but once it hits the outfield grass, it slows down. Hemke comes up throwing and made a great play, but the throw was not truly on the money, and I don't think they could have gotten it.
I don't either. That was the kid had wheels, and so Armstrong Falcons lead 1. So 2 outs, runner on first. 0-1 count.
This is Matt Buckmeyer. He is the shortstop. Here's a pitch from Kaminsky. It's a dribbler down the third baseline. That's going to be foul.
Foul ball.
As you can now see, as the shadows continue to creep across, then it's one of the questions I would have had for Marshall Hemke. You know, when you pick that ball up, is the sun right in your eyes? Can you see the catcher? You know, can you get that throw away cleanly for a close play at the plate?
That's tough. That sun's getting pretty low, right? That's got to be right there.
All right, here's the pitch from Kaminsky. A couple of times now, the ball being low and Landis not being able to control that pitch.
I think it's just jitters, or you don't see this too often. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but he seems like he can't dig the ball out of his mitt.
I'm thinking if I'm Armstrong, I'm going to continue this pattern of sending runners. That's a right back at Kaminsky. Great play. Shovels it over to.
Okay. So we got out of there with Falcons scoring 1.
Minimal damage. They had a lot going on in that inning. You had a pickoff by Kaminsky. You had a pop-up from Ricchini, who thought there was 2 outs and rolled the ball back in. And when it counted, Armstrong was able to get a runner down to second base and then come up with a timely hit. And timely hits really can help you out. And they scored 1. So now we're through 3 complete. Move to the top of the 4th with Armstrong holding a 1-0 lead on Benilde.
I just wired down to security to let John Hanks through to the booth. So let him make his way up to the hallway here into the booth.
John, as you settle in, it's nice to have you on the broadcast team tonight. I know every time I say, "Is it time for football?" and it probably
it's
is.
Always time for
it's
football.
always time for football. I was telling Lynchy, this is probably one of the nicest nights for a ball game we've had since, well, about a year ago.
Pretty much.
Discuss has to be.
What's your take on the game so far, John? What are you feeling?
I think, both teams are really good. Kuznia is a great pitcher. Nathan played a lot of his youth baseball with all these kids, and I've coached a lot of them. They're great kids, and, they battle. They're going to steal. They're going to do the things they need to do to compete. So
that's what we're talking about. They're hard players.
They are.
They run hard.
Absolutely.
Sliding into second base like this should be, breaking up double plays.
Mm-hmm.
No huge superstars, just solid fundamental players.
Yep. Catch ball, throw ball. It's a simple game, but it's easier said than done.
We just haven't seen we're through the batting order once. The expectation is now the Red Knights should start to be hitting the ball a little harder, putting the ball in play. We really haven't seen them hit Kuznia the way I think they should be hitting.
And we're slow starters. I mean, if we were racehorses, nobody'd bet on us because we just don't get out of the gate. It's usually 3rd or 4th inning, and then we get after it. So we'll see.
Let's get your son up to the plate. This is the second baseman, Nathan Hanks, John Hanks' son. John, Nathan's had just a stellar senior season for the Red Knights.
There we go. That was a great play. He made that last second base shot, almost behind second base.
It's a tough throw from back there. You got to have a cannon to make that play.
Well, and that kid had some wheels too. So
yes, he did.
The combination of the two. John has a good arm, but that kid was fast. So what do we got here? 0-2 count.
Hanks, another one of the senior 12 on Benilde.
Ooh, that ball broke about a foot. Wow.
Yeah.
Mackerel.
He's really seemed to have, he's had a nice command of all of his pitches so far. I think Kuznia's thrown a great game so far against the Red Knights.
Got him swinging.
That's twice. You know what? He probably struck out 4 times this year total. That's just amazing. Twice tonight. He's a good pitcher.
All right, we're into the meat of the order for the Red Knights. It's Keaton Studzard, who's batting in the number 3 spot tonight, shortstop.
Keaton's got to break open. He's been in a slight slump here. So
Oh, that's a nice play.
Move it, Keaton. Keaton has some wheels. He's safe on one. There you go.
Well, that's what we needed.
Yep, get a runner on first.
It's Matt Bachmeyer had to dive for this ball. You can see it's heading up the middle. Bachmeyer dives for it, gets up and couldn't get the ball out of his glove in time, and the speedy Studsrud beats off the throw. Here's where the Red Knights need to make something happen. They get men on base. They need to plate them.
Lefty, haven't seen him go to first yet.
See what Michael McGill can do, number 23 for the Red Knights.
Oh, check swing foul.
Excuse me, swing.
Couple of real football players on first base, and
they're all.
the bait.
You know what? I think Greg's got 9 or 10 of our football kids. They're just phenomenal. They're all great.
Very athletic class, the senior class.
Back. Fred Hennon coaching first. I'm not sure if he needs my help or not. I better.
I
don't know.
You might just want to let this one go for a minute.
Okay.
McGill would like to turn on one. I'd like to see one up on the right field side, Dennis.
Almost our cameraman.
And really challenge that right fielder to track a ball.
It's got to be tough today with that sun. If you nail it down the right line, it'll go for it.
Well, again, if he can get it out there and over his head, Studsrud could score from first.
Interesting with Kuznia is he's worked ahead in the count almost every batter. He has been on top of his first pitch. They've been strikes.
I agree, John. So, I think he's throwing a stellar game. Junior, senior.
He's a junior.
He's a junior. Yeah, he's a junior.
Oh, that's right, Dennis. You did mention he's a junior. That's right.
Has he been a pitcher growing up? And
you know, he was one of those kids that was, as a 12-year-old, looked like a man. I mean, he was very developed and strong as a youngster, so he was dominant way back when. So
probably played everywhere then.
Oh yeah, he was very good. Very good.
It was a pass ball by Kuznia, so Keaton will advance to second base here.
This is now we go back to the Red Knights could use a timely hit right now.
Yeah, hit would be a run. Keaton, a big guy, but incredible wheels. He's an incredible athlete. He's going to go play football next year for the Sioux, North Dakota, not North Dakota State. Where's that, John?
It's up in East Grand Forks. He's going to play for North Dakota. They used to be the Fighting Sioux. Now they're just North Dakota.
The North Dakota.
North Dakota.
All right, here's the set. McGill looking for a hit to tie this game up to score Studsrud.
Good swing.
All right. Make him throw, Mike. Make him throw. Good at bat so far. So we got 1 and 2, 1 out, runner on second.
On deck for the Red Knights, the pitcher Michael Kaminsky.
Like you said before, Mike McGill can hit it hard. He gets a hold of it.
See what he throws him here.
Big bender. Ooh.
Wow. That kid.
He can really throw that curveball. He's something else.
It's nice McGill laid off on that. That would have been a tough pitch to hit. All right, the count moves to 2 and 2, so.
Still the pitcher's count. I'm thinking another bender here.
I'm with you. Let's see if something breaks off. Fastball.
Mike's doing a great job.
He's battling.
Great at bat. That's what, 3 foul balls? 7 pitches into this count.
McGill definitely looking to drive the ball right now. Red Knights have a scoring threat. Keaton Studsrud, the shortstop, is on.
Center fielder looks very, maybe it's just because it's such a big field, but he looks like he's playing up, and that was a fly ball.
That might drop foul.
This is a huge park. It is massive.
I just noticed, I mean, the center fielder's probably playing where he should, but there's just so much room behind him.
That's like 420 to center. It's a massive baseball field.
I haven't seen any dingers here. Not even from the big guys. Which Mike is, he'd be considered a big guy.
Count is 2 and 2 on McGill, the first baseman for the Red Knights. One swing of the bat could tie this game right up.
Do you remember Mike having such an open stance? Is he stepping into it?
Watch where that front foot goes. Open stance, and then it closes.
Good fight. Good battle.
Nine pitches.
It's kind of reminiscent of the Ricchini at bat last night, where he fouled off X number of pitches and drove one right down the right field line. So
well, that ball would have been out at our park. He hit that a mile here.
Yeah.
That was a great swing.
Well, you want to get his pitch count up. So
Kuznia to the set, the pitch.
Good
McGill,
swing.
Topper.
The 11th pitch got Keaton over to third base with 2 outs. You know what? That was a good at bat. I mean, obviously we want to hit, but he threw 11 pitches and advanced the runner.
That ball hit to the shortstop, Bachmeyer.
He'll be
Got
up
the
to-
hop he wanted. Lets the runner advance to third, but gets the out at 1.
Be up to Mike Kaminsky, our pitcher here.
Red Knights with a man in scoring position 90 feet away from tying this game up.
What is Mike doing in the postseason here?
Kaminsky last night was up 5 times with 4 hits. Oh, I'm sorry. That's total.
last 2 games,
Last
but,
2 games, 4 for 5. So he's been hitting the ball well.
Yeah, he's got a good eye, good patience.
You know, I'd take a pass ball right here.
Be neat, wouldn't it?
I'd take that. I'd take a hit. I'd take a pass ball. Wild pitch. I'd take that too.
It's all good. And he does when he lets it go. Oh, a little number. Could be
You
trouble.
never know. Airmail it.
And he's going to be called out. We'll take another look at this. It was a bobble by Josh Thorpe at second base. Here's the hit. Topton, just a funny spin. Thorpe makes the play. It bobbles, drops, makes the play. And boy,
Wow.
it was
Did he
close.
bobble it on the sand there too?
I think he waited, the umpire waited to see that glove come up.
Like you said, these umps are doing a great job.
I mean, he was
sure
looking,
he was out, but boy,
looking
that's
right
close.
at it. It was
I wouldn't
close.
want that job. We really could have used that though. Hey, you're covering the best
Oh,
part
I'm
of the
sorry.
entire screen. Wow.
Want to say hi to everybody out there watching us. Chris O'Connor, Dennis Lynch, John Hanks over there on the far side. It's great to be with you on this beautiful night here at Parade Stadium. We're thanking all of our good friends at 12 TV up in Wayzata Plymouth area and ParkTV 16 for having us on the air tonight.
Really could have used a run there.
We could have used a
That's,
run there.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. I got to go talk to him.
John Hanks' dad's coming into the booth now.
Where's our security guy? This is unreal. We just let anybody in here. They don't bring food.
Well, the Red Knights had a scoring chance there, Dennis. It was close, tough play for the Red Knights. A great play for Armstrong.
Well, we've gotten 3 runners on base. So it's not like we're getting a whole flood of hits or we got to take advantage of it.
And I think both of the pitchers are throwing a great game. I think McGill's having a great night on the hill.
Or Kaminsky.
All right, be all done now?
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's all
Okay,
good.
Johnny. Good luck in the football season this coming fall. We'll come out and watch you.
Oh,
No,
heck yeah.
they're going to be a tough group. We got a lot of our linemen back, and a lot of our kids that played receiver. We lost a lot of those kids, and we lost our QB. So we're going to have to find some kids to fill in there. But we got all our big boys back, and we'll see what we can do with them.
Oh, you guys did great. New conference, everything. That's exciting.
We got a tough schedule. You want to come out and see some good football? We got some great teams that are coming in to play us, and we're going on the road against some tough ones too. So it'll be all good.
Yep.
Well, when you head
We'll be
back
out
over there, you tell your lovely wife, Sean, we said hello, and maybe tap that John Lynch on the shoulder. Maybe we get him to come over here, a Benilde
He
alumnus.
was a great player for us, I tell you what. Yeah, he's something else. He had a great group of kids around him too. It's been a pleasure. So coaching Sam and John. So
I'm gonna miss those.
I'm gonna
games.
miss both of them, absolutely. So you guys have fun.
Thank you, John.
All right, Johnny. All right, Dennis, we're back to action now. In the bottom of the 4th inning, and Jordan Kuznia, the pitcher, is up.
See if he can hit as well as he can pitch.
I don't sense, either team is battling here. We've said it from the outset. Neither team is backing down at this point. It's still a tight ball game. It's a fly ball to right.
Should be no problem for Marshall.
Hickey underneath.
Pretty steady right fielder.
And for the
Pretty
viewers,
steady outfield, actually. I mean, that's
as the sun begins to set, the shadows continue to cross the field from third base out to right field.
I think it's just going to be a matter of if somebody makes an error and the other team's going to have to capitalize on it, because, like you said, there's not a lot of hits here, not a lot of runners.
This is a designated hitter for Armstrong, number 17, Jack Wibben.
There's the out.
Pitch from Kaminsky. It's low.
Low.
Gorgeous night in downtown Minneapolis right now. Again, if you're just joining us, we're in Section 6 AAA semifinal winners bracket action tonight, with Armstrong holding a 1-0 lead over Benilde. We're in the bottom of the 4th in a game that's going to go 7 innings, scheduled for 7 innings. Here's the pitch from Kaminsky. Just a hair outside. And I mean a hair.
Just a hair, exactly. What did he do last at bat? I remember him coming up and.
It's a comebacker right to Kaminsky, who will toss to McGill at first. Easy play.
One of the better fielding pitchers I've seen.
I think Mike's got a great glove.
Yeah, he's when he's not pitching, he's over at third base and the hot corner. He's picked up some pretty tough shots over there.
Armstrong with 2 outs.
Number 8, Jack McDonough.
And we move to the first baseman for Armstrong's Jack McDonough.
Batting in the 8th slot here. You doubt me?
7th, you were close.
I'll have to round up.
Red Knights looking to finish off this inning. See if they can't get McDonough. Ball's just a hair inside. I still think he's. I think Kaminsky's on. I think he's throwing a great game, but so is Kuznia. There's been a pitcher's game so far. Only 1 run in.
Oh, and the Falcons haven't had many runners out there either.
No.
I mean, it's definitely a pitching duel.
Here's a pitch from Kaminsky.
That looked like a nice pitch.
Boy, he's just, in the last 2 pitches, just painted the outside corner.
Yeah, that was on the black. So we got a 2-1. 2 outs. Same pitch.
Stuck his bat out to.
He wasn't going to let that one go by.
But you're right, Dennis. This game has moved very quickly.
Well, they heard the lights. The lights do look a little sparse out there, don't they?
They do.
Oh, Mike caught him. Wow.
And that's it for the Falcons in their half of the 4th inning. So Mike Kaminsky makes short order. Not too many pitches thrown. Red Knights are coming into bat as Armstrong holds a 1-0 lead. As now we move to the top of the 5th. Just a nice breeze here at Parade Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Gorgeous night for baseball.
Yeah, you can see that flag. It just this is unbelievable. Not keeping track of the pitch count, but the other pitcher is. I mean, there's been a. But I mean, the pitch count itself.
You see up on the screen the
arm left.
Red Knights only have 2 hits. Armstrong with 4 hits. So again, been a pitcher's duel so far tonight. Looking for something to break, something to change this game. Section play going on all over the state of Minnesota right now in 1A, 2A, and 3A. Most sections wrapping up either late this weekend or early next, and then we move to state championships.
Playing the TCF Stadium. When do the games start there? Just the championship game, or is that semis? Or
it's just the championship games get played down at Target Field, and you can. I don't know if we can get a shot, but you can barely see that the Twins are home tonight. And you can see one of their light banks.
Oh yeah,
straight out into dead center field. They're only ballpark's only about 5 minutes away from us.
That's a beautiful ballpark.
Here's Kuznia's stats so far. He's thrown 4 innings, only given up 2 hits. He's K'd 4 Red Knights. And as we said, he's only a junior. He's throwing a great game for them right now.
He's pretty effective.
All right, let's see if we can't get some Red Knight offense ignited, Dennis. We'll move to the 7, 8, 9 spot for the Red Knights. It's Chris Ricchini. Rakini has hit the ball well all year.
Flied out to center field last at bat in the second.
Rakini in the 2 section games so far batting .667. And he batted over 300 in the regular season, so good stick for the Red Knights. Takes a called strike.
Big hit last night. Double ribby triple for him. So we got 1-1.
Red Knights looking to get something ignited.
Nobody
trying
down.
to get that first man on, trying to get their leadoff hitter on base to push him around. I just have a feeling, Dennis, just have a feeling something might happen this inning. 2-2?
Yeah. As far as getting the leadoff batter on, we've been successful at that, and you wouldn't know it by watching this game here. So we got it.
I don't think Rakini was looking curveball there, and he just stood there looking at that ball go by. All right, I'm still going to go with a feeling. Here's the pitch. Look at this thing break. Just wow. Fell right in the glove, and I think Chris knew.
Yeah, that's.
All right, here's Marshall.
Sure they know each other too. From
Marshall Hemke takes a called strike. Marshall, the left fielder. Red Knights only have 2 hits tonight.
In postseason play, he's 4 for 6. I mean, he's doing his job. Oh, he's
Topper.
That might be tough. Big hop like that.
Safe.
Yep.
Yep.
With the hop that goes 20 feet in the air.
Yeah, with
a
the
lot
hop,
of time to run.
the hop help. All right, so maybe I'm still holding with. I feel something going on
There's
this
a replay.
inning.
But boy, that
he just was.
Fielder
He got out of
did
the
a great
box quick, but yeah, he beat
was
it.
safe. It was a
he
good
beat
call.
it. It was that first hop that probably was about 15, 20 feet in the air that allowed him to get down the line quickly.
Yeah, not a lot that the third baseman can do. Can't charge it. You just got to wait for it to come down when Marshall's running.
Weivel needs a hit right now. This is number 22, Tyler Weivel, a junior for the Red Knights at the plate.
You mentioned Weivel.
Tyler Weivel, it's Tyvel.
Tyvel.
Bring it together. Tyler Weivel.
Let's trademark that. Sell T-shirts. What do you think, Marshall? Steel thread over there?
No.
Okay. You think about it? Okay.
I think Kuznia being a left-hander, I don't think he's going to get a big enough jump.
I'm surprised he's not. Well, you know he's doing it.
There's
a little bleep. There you go.
All right, so my feeling continues.
There you go.
Is now the Red Knights, with only 1 out, have runners on first and second. Weivel pretty much just stuck the bat out. Tyvel just looped it out there.
Looks like we're going to have a pitch runner, Sam Miriam.
Coming in to run for
Tyler Weivel.
Tyler.
Sam Miriam, junior, good speed, smart base runner.
Now, we're in an interesting position. You've got Chris Landis at the plate. You got 2 runners on. You only have 1 out. The third baseman's going to play even with the bag. Could Landis drop a bunt down the third base line and beat it out?
He could. I don't think they're going that route though. Oh,
They want that down, and that's a soft foul ball right in front of the Red Knight dugout.
Okay. You know what? He's been, again, a second strike. He's been known to lay down the bunt.
All right, so we're going to get Hemke at second base. You got the pinch runner, Sam Miriam, at first. Chris Landis.
Both runners taking a nice lead. Corners are playing up. The first baseman's playing up, so they're thinking bunt.
Count goes
you know what?
to 1-1.
That might not be a bad idea. I mean, this kid is hard to hit.
I mean, if you bunt it down the third base line, you hope the pitcher misplays it or throws it away at first, and you score 2 runs. But I don't see him.
Wow. I can't see the plate, but
I think the boys. I think on both sides are having a tough time with some of the calls. That looked to be outside.
Yeah, it was. That doesn't matter, but I'd like to see that one again. Now he's got to connect a 1-2 count here. I would look for another breaking ball here.
I'd say Kuznia's looking for a breaker right now too. It's a fastball, and that's into right field. Should be caught.
Yep, too shallow to tag up.
And it was not deep enough to advance the runners.
So the right fielder's got an arm. So that's that blew a lot of our opportunity here. Now we need a hit.
I still got a feeling, inning's not over. I still got that feeling, and I like who's coming to bat. I like the fact that Sam Lynch is coming up, and I think your son is due for a gap shot right now. So,
should we call a timeout? Let him know. Should we call the gap shot? He's
I'm
over 2
going to
tonight.
call a gap shot right now to tie up the game. Now here's Kuznia in the set.
Oh, and that got him. He is on the base.
I should have called he was going to get hit by pitch.
I just was thinking first base. I forgot about the old hit by pitch.
All right, so the Red Knights with their biggest threat of the evening now.
Bases are chucked. Nate Hanks up to bat.
And Armstrong is going to talk about it. So we got a little meeting on the mound on how we're going to play this. We got Nate Hanks, second baseman, number 17, coming up. Nate Hanks has been in this position before with runners in this situation with 2 outs and has delivered. And I'm sure right now Coach Hemke down at third base is talking to Nate saying, put it in play.
I want this. Put it in play. Coach Hemke passed a mile marker this year on his birthday, 100th win. So congratulations, Coach Hemke.
Right now, I think he might trade that 100th win for a hit right now.
Keep him going.
Hemke is on third base, Marshall Hemke. Sam Merriam at second, Sam Lynch at first, Nathan Hanks, 2 outs, top of the 5th. Red Knights down by a run.
Ooh, right down the pipe. Now swing free.
Bases are juiced.
Okay, I'd like to take call on.
And here's the pitch.
Oh, that was a nice pitch.
Kuznia's had Hanks' numbers so far. Last 2 times up, Dennis.
Yeah.
Hanks has struck out, so he's down 0-2 right now. He needs to put the ball in play. A little contact right now.
See the ball, hit the ball. I think a fastball's coming it down. It was pretty effective first 2 pitches. Outside and high.
He tried to overthrow that and got away from him. I'd even take a wild pitch. I just don't think he wants to give him anything he can hit. You know, he's the number 2 hitter.
Yeah, it's good batting average. I'm sure they've
great batting average. They've scouted him, so I'm sure they know. Here's the pitch from Kuznia.
Called third strike with bases chucked. That, guys, this far in the season, we can't be choosy.
That was a big curveball. That was a huge curveball by Kuznia to retire the Knights. So we move into the bottom of the 5th. The Red Knights had an excellent chance to make something happen as they leave the bases loaded.
It's a shame. I mean, we just don't get those opportunities with a team as good as the Falcons.
You see on the screen right now, totals for the game so far. We move into the bottom of the 5th. Red Knights with 4 hits. Armstrong with also 4 hits, but they have 1 run on those 4 hits.
Still early, still a lot of baseball here.
You see the, I think that's Westminster Church we see there on the screen right there. It's just a gorgeous night at downtown Minneapolis. We're at Parade Stadium. Section 6, 3A game between the Red Knights and the Falcons from Armstrong. These 2 teams played last year. And we saw Armstrong in section play last year too, didn't we? The Dome? Didn't we see them down at the Dome last year?
I can't remember the pitcher. He's graduated now, but he did quite a number on the Red Knights.
Threw a game, knocked us out of sections last year.
I think that was at the Dome.
Yeah, it was.
And
yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Knocked us out. Yeah, because I wanted to say they advanced. I think they knocked Park out.
They have a lot of good teams over the years. They have a good system.
We're back to action now. This is the first baseman, Jack McDonough.
Okay, Mike throws the ball in the dirt there. Here's Nate's. Oh, boy, he has one incredible breaking
I think you
ball.
just saw Nate look to the sky saying, oh boy, did that break.
Glad they didn't show that on the jumbo screen. So Ricky Reed, 0 for 1 tonight, grounded out in the second inning. There's a fly ball. That could be, oh, there we go. Did that look like it was going deeper?
Was that my bad? Did I say that Jack McDonough? That was really Ricky Reed, wasn't it?
That was Ricky Reed.
I apologize to the McDonough family.
Number 1, Mike Arnott.
I'm sure Ricky Reed doesn't mind you.
Yeah, you're probably right. All right.
So we got Mike Arnest.
Mike is the center fielder for the Falcons.
Had a single and a third.
Some
He's
nice
on a bunt.
bunt,
Should
but
be no
right
problem.
back to Kaminsky. And
Nice job, Mike.
Mike just fields that position so well. When he's not pitching, Mike Kaminsky's third baseman for the Red Knights.
That's makes it look routine, but when you're pitching and then you got to go pick up the grounder and throw it, and it's.
It was a nice bunt. It just was right back at Mike. He was coming forward off the mound, so it was an easy play for him and right to McGill. And
Good. Save his arm. So now we get 2 down. Bottom of 5.
we're back to the top of the order.
He squares the bunt again. Pulled out.
It's Corey Gilbert.
Court. What did he fly out and a pop out? So he's 0 for 2 for the night here. That was right down the pipe.
I think they use that bunt as somewhat of a decoy, and most of the time it's just to get the Red Knight defense moving.
I think they do it when runners are on, not so much.
I just don't think it's that great of a distraction for Kaminsky, but
Well, now when he can, he's well looking at it before his move. Yeah, I don't think it really affects him.
well hit to
Should
right
be-
field.
Should be, oh geez, Gapper.
He's going to go for 3.
And we can't get a play off.
Couldn't get the playoff.
Wow. I mean, he hit that about as perfectly placed as you could imagine. I mean,
Here's the
tagged it.
replay, and he roped that into the gap in right center. Marshall Hempy tracking the ball down, made the play, got the ball in quickly,
Number 4, Josh Thorpe.
but we could not make the play to third base, and I don't even think it would have been that close, Dennis. I think he had.
Well, I don't know. If you look at that, I think it would have been close. It's actually, I'm kind of surprised he went. He was on his way well before it. Oh, we're looking at a potential suicide here.
Josh Thorpe, second baseman right now. No damage done to the Red Knights yet, but there is a man on third with 2 outs for the Falcons.
Oh,
And that hit him.
I think you have to try to move out of the way, don't you?
Well,
Is that a high
I think he
school
could have
rule?
tried, but I don't know if he could have gotten out of the way. I'm not saying he didn't move, but he was somewhat frozen there. Here comes the pitch from Kaminsky, and he just seems to turn his back. I think he knew he was going to get hit and said, okay.
I've
All
seen
right,
some
again.
umps call it and say, nope, you got to try to get out of the way. But runners on the corners, 2 outs.
Now they were looking to, okay, now they got him in a rundown. They don't want the run to
Watch
score
it.
here. He's got to watch the score. Okay, that's, again, not a bad play. Kept him on first base.
Good job, Mike. Good job.
The Falcons trying to do their version of a hot box, taking their runner and having him stop in between second and first.
Coach
See the
Hemke coming
replay
out to.
but
Kaminsky did everything right
Kaminsky
there.
did everything right. He keeps an eye on the third baseman, and if you're going to let the guy go anywhere, have him go back to that original base he came from. Don't let him advance.
I don't think just going over.
How they
If
want
they
to play
do that
this.
again.
We'll see if Armstrong tries another hot box. Again, as our viewers know, they're trying to keep that man in a rundown until they can plate the run from third.
Yeah, I think.
Armstrong would like obviously another run right now. It would help their cause. One run, 1-0 game is still very tight at this point. Here's the play again. You can see the third The runner on third, trying to sneak home, got about halfway there. But Kaminsky kept his eye on him the entire time and did not allow him to advance home.
That's just good baseball. All right, so what do we got here?
All right, this is Troy Ouellette's back up. Troy Oulette, men on first and second. There's 2 outs for the Falcons.
Men on first and third. We've got
First and
corners.
third. Squares to bunt, just a bit outside. I don't know if that was a true pitch out, Dennis, or not.
Let's
Ouellette's
say it
looking
was.
down to the third base line for the sign. Here's the pitch from Kaminsky. That is laced down the third base line, but that was foul.
There's a lot of room down that third base line.
Red Knights don't want to give up any more runs at this point, Dennis.
No doubt, if that was fair down the third base line, probably be 2 ribbies there.
All right, here's the pitch from Kaminsky to Ouellette. And they're going to concede the runner moving from first down to second base.
All right,
Again,
just work the batter.
Work the batter now, no damage done. 2 balls, 1 strike on Ouellette.
I think you just got a little low here.
Looking for a ground ball to the infield, lazy fly ball to the outfield, but Ouellette's the number 3 batter, so he brings something to the plate. Here's the pitch from Mike.
There you go. Nice
pitch on the inside corner. Handcuffed him. He wasn't going to do anything with that. That moves the count to 2-2.
All right, 2-2. Think Mike might come in with the breaker here, or let's try to finish him off.
You're not going to. Again, I think Ouellette's the third number 3 hitter. I don't think you're going to give him anything down Broadway. Yeah. Could I see a curveball right now? Sure.
Or paint it underneath.
It's going to be low, whatever it's going to be. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Got the ground ball you wanted. Perfect.
Nice job. Great inning by Kaminsky.
Exactly what the Red Knights needed to get out of that. We got a scoring threat from the Falcons, but the Red Knight defense rises to the occasion. A comebacker to
Left 2 stranded. It's got to hurt.
Comebacker to the mound, and the inning was over. And now we move to the top of the 6th.
Top of 6. Red Knights down 1. They got to get some runners here. Anyway on. Hit, walk, hit by a pitch. They need runners. Looking out there, a lot of alum out here. This is nice.
It's a gorgeous night.
Saw Ryan Meyer. He played with Weisenberger and those boys. Went off to play at Miami of Ohio.
I want to say, I'm trying to remember what I read this week or whatever. I don't think the Red Knights have been in the States since 05. Does that sound right?
That was
05.
That was Delorier, Weisenberger,
which was a great crew.
Weisenberger's playing pro ball. He's on the Brewer farm team. Played up all spring training, but unbelievable stats, unbelievable baseball player. Delorier I think he still holds the Minnesota batting title. He beat Joe Mauer by one hit.
Not bad.
Yeah, Mauer's done all right. So yeah, that was a lot of fun.
All right, we're ready to get action back on the field. We're in the 6th inning, top of the 6th now, as the Red Knights are down 1-0.
Keaton Studrud is due and overdue.
Meat of the order for the Red Knights right now.
How's your feeling? Breakout inning here?
Well, I took us right to the edge last inning, so why not? Let's take it again. I think again, if Studrud can get on, good things will happen. How's that?
I think he can get on. I don't think it gets to him mentally. I mean, he's just too smart. He knows he just has to go out there and do his job.
Studrud in control of this count right now. 2 balls, no strikes. He's looking for something to hit hard. Boom. Underneath.
And they all seem to be dropping their shoulders, which is uncharacteristic. I haven't seen Keaton do that all season. Last 5 or 6 at bats, he just can't connect.
Number 23, Michael McGill.
The fly balls have
Frustrating.
been somewhat routine for the Red Knights tonight. McGill again looking to get something going for the Red Knights.
And not to take anything away from the pitcher, he's doing a great job. And it's, but we've seen great pitchers, and we've seen Keaton hit the ball everywhere.
It's a pitch to McGill. That's outside. That's a ball. Red Knights have been in this position before. They've gone into late innings down in many games this year and have come back and pulled them out. This is not a unique situation that the Red Knights are down right now.
No, it isn't. And they're down 1 run. This is
No, this is still anybody's game. This is far from being over.
good eye from Mike here. 3-0 count.
All right, good things can happen, Dennis, if we can get a man on base. He's taken all the way on that pitch. That was right down the middle for a strike.
As our good friend John Vasir would say, respect the game.
Johnny Vasiri, our good friend from Mauer Chevrolet.
And that, what do we got? Full count here, Mike. Comes from a 3-0 to a 3-2 count.
Red Knights didn't like that call, but here we go. And that's a lazy fly ball. That's up and out of play. The Red Knights have not, you know, I just think about like the game last night, Dennis, and how hard we were hitting the ball and how hard we've hit the ball lately. We haven't really scorched the ball tonight.
Oh, we haven't done much of anything. I mean, we haven't many errors, but no, I was thinking that if we can just continue on with where we stopped last night.
Let's see if we're going to get a pitch runner for McGill. It looks like Colin Polaric is going to come over, number 14, and run for McGill.
Senior from the Plymouth Wayzata baseball factory there.
Critical at bat for Mike Kaminsky right now.
12, Michael Kaminsky.
Critical at bats for all the Red Knights right now as they move into the 6th inning.
So Colin's got to be alert over there. I think they, I don't know, he hasn't
one
thrown
out
over to first yet, has he?
No, he is not.
For a left, but you know, maybe he's pitching that well. He doesn't have to. Back.
Need to avoid a double play here. This again would be a nice spot for Kaminsky to hit a gap shot on the left side, about 10 feet over the shortstop's head to get Polaric to third base. I like his odds.
That looked like a nice pitch. What'd they call that?
Called it a ball, up high.
Ball. All right, good eye, Mike. Yeah, down either line. It just looks like there's so much.
Either line. I
grass
think
out
again.
there.
I think you can get Polaric to third on a hit to the outfield.
Just see that one again.
I don't think either club has really enjoyed all of the calls from the home plate umpire tonight, but
Little, I know Mike Kaminsky did not.
1-1 to Michael. Here's the pitch. It's in the dirt. Can't find it, but the ball stays in front of the catcher.
Polaric stays at first.
Cannot advance.
So it looks like the Falcons have somebody warming up in the bullpen over there.
Here's the pitch to Kaminsky, and that is down the third base line.
Another
foul.
Foot to the right. Colin had a nice jump.
And that, if that ball goes over the bag, Polaric is on third base right now. All right, it evens out the count at 2-2 right now. Jordan Kuznia's thrown a great game for Armstrong. Might be just losing his edge just a hair in this inning, Dennis, just a hair. Count goes to full, 3-2. Red Knights need runners right now. They need runners in scoring position. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Kaminsky. It's a foul ball out of play. I think the Red Knights would take anything to get Kaminsky right now down to first base.
I think so. I think they would bring in a pitch runner too.
Absolutely.
There
That
you
ball
go,
is
Mike.
also out of play.
He goes deep into the pitch count here. 3-2, 1 out. Run on first. We're down 1.
Well, if anything, the foul balls for the Red Knights are good right now. It makes Kuznia throw an extra pitch.
Yep. You're right that when the sun goes down, it just gets.
It's dusk on this field right now, so the outfielders have to be very cautious in playing balls right now. Here's the pitch, 3-2 to Kaminsky. And that's a fly ball into right, should be caught, not deep.
Nothing. I haven't seen the Knights drop their shoulder and just pop up as much tonight in the whole season.
Number 13.
I don't know what they're doing.
All right, so Chris Ricchini for the Red Knights, number 13, third baseman tonight, comes up again.
So for 2 tonight, a fly out and a strikeout.
Red Knights with Colin Polaric, a pitch runner at first base. Ricchini looking for a hit to get Polaric advanced.
Back. Again, Polaric with under the tutelage of his mother, Teresa. And there's a strike down the middle. Colin got a lot of smarts from. Chris Ricchini, what do we got here? 0-1 count, 2 outs. We really need him to connect here.
Ricchini would really like a hit. Oh, that was the pitch, and it was
that,
right off the end of his bat. Again, I'm just...
nothing.
The hitting has just been off tonight for the Red Knights.
I'm trying to think, do we have one hard hit? I mean, I know we got a couple hits, but they're more bloopers than anything else.
It's not been the offense that we're used to for the Red Knights. As you see on the screen right now, we're going to move into the bottom of the 6th, but the Red Knights have only had 4 hits tonight. Kuznia has scattered those 4 hits and done a tremendous job for the Falcons.
I mean, Armstrong has only 5 hits. Mike Kaminsky's doing a good job, but it sure would be nice to connect here.
And we've had the guys in scoring position. We've had our opportunities to move everybody forward, but again, we're just missing that one key hit or that ball getting hit really hard.
Well, we left 3 on base, and I think 2 innings with 2 on base. That certainly doesn't help. So Kaminsky heads out to the mound again. Do we have anybody warming up in our? No, we don't.
No, nobody in the Benilde dugout has headed down to the warm-up area.
Got to believe that they'll bring in, if they do, if Mike needs a break, they'll bring in Tyler Weibel again. How many innings did he pitch last night?
Weibel threw with 3, I think.
Maybe they won't then. Maybe.
Yeah, he could go to. My guess, if he goes anywhere, he's going to go to Vasari. But I would say that Michael has a desire to finish this game, Dennis.
He does. He's. I think he's finished. Hasn't he finished every game he started?
He starts and finishes. He doesn't like to come out early.
First batter for the Falcons, number 22, Matt Bachmeyer.
Okay, so Bachmeyer up, number 22 for the Falcons.
Squares the bunt. Pulls out. Was thinking about that one.
So 4-5-6 for the Falcons in this inning. Bachmeyer, they're.
So we got some action in the bullpen here. It looks like Connor Day and a couple of Red Knights warming up over here in the bullpen.
There's some action in the Red Knight bullpen. 2 balls, 1 strike. Red Knights want to keep this close. Don't want to give up anything in this late in the game.
Nice
It was a great pitch from Mike.
So he evens out the count at 2-2. I think it's just critical to get this first out.
Yeah, they want to get him out.
He chased that one.
Stuck the bat out and fouled it straight back. I can't tell if that's It looks like Connor Day's throwing, and it looks like, is that Jimmy Crone? No, because Crone threw last night, so that's must be Vasari. All right,
No,
so
that's Tyler Weibel, 22. It looks like Connor Day and
all right.
Tyler Weibel.
You can see a
warming
little
up.
farther down there. All right, so Alex Wall, the pitching coach for the Red Knights, is out.
He was part of that 2005, the last team that went to state. So I don't know. What do you think? Leave him in, or is it look like he's struggling? You know, Mike wants to finish.
He definitely wants to finish, but I don't think he's going to take him out yet. I think he's going to get one more batter. It's critical, though, that he get this next hitter. As we've said, the Red Knights just can't afford to give up any more runs this inning. But with Wall talking to him, I think what they're doing is they're buying some time for our pitchers to warm up and just saying, focus on your batter.
Slow walk back to the dugout.
We've got a courtesy runner, Calvin Weinersertz, for the Falcons. And batting now is the pitcher, Jordan Kuzina.
Better's number 23, Jordan Kuzma.
They had a pitch out
Got him
going.
out.
And he's
Yeah, I
got-
think they. Oh, wow. He must have got under because the throw was there.
Let's Paul, let's go to the truck and get that back on replay. I'd like to see that one more time if this angle will show us.
Yep, he got under.
Oh.
Never hit him.
Never got him. He
Good
was
call.
safe. It was a good call.
Wow, maybe I shouldn't have yelled at those umps so many years so loud.
All right,
They're
so
doing a great job.
Falcons now have a scoring threat with a runner on second base.
And nobody out.
Kuzinia
Corners
and
are up.
the Red Knights desperately need an out right now.
2-0 count. Thinking he's going to take a strike and then square up.
It's a good pitch from Mike.
Okay, 2-1. This is a big out.
This is a very big out for the Red Knights. They'd like to keep that ball
This team can just manufacture
in the
runs.
infield, a shallow fly ball, something they just don't want that runner on second base to advance. It's outside.
Just outside. You know,
Again, you know, here
looked
I'm
like
going to
a
say this
pitch.
too, Dennis. Let's say that he walks him. If Kuzinia gets the walk, again, might not be the end of the world because you've got now a force play at any bag. I don't think
he might be able to twist it up a little bit.
He's not going to give Kuzinia anything to really hit. Yeah, to me that wasn't a surprise.
No, it's not that bad. But this, I would look for the bunt here even. I mean, with no outs.
Okay, now this is the designated hitter. I'm not going to disagree. They may drop a bunt here to try to bring Ricchini in from third. Chris Ricchini cannot move. He's got to play his position. So really, this is fielded by the first baseman McGill or Kaminsky at the mound. No outs. Runners on first and second. He's hitting all the way. Dusk has settled here at Parade Stadium.
And
That sun's
McGill way up at
completely
first
down.
base. And like you say, third
Red Knights
baseman is
just
kind of stuck back there. He's
Anticipating anything. There's a fister. That's going to be a pop-up caught by McGill.
And
No one
touch
will
through. There you
advance.
go.
That
That's
was
huge.
the out that he needed out of the gate.
okay. Still a threat. Still runners on first and second. That helped relieve some of the pressure.
All right, let's see. The scheduled batter is Jack McDonough, but it looks like they're going to bring up a pinch batter.
Catch a number on that kid.
See, he'll give us a uniform number. Looks like number 24, and that's Mike Cizeski.
Number 24, Mike Sazeski.
Okay, so what do we got here?
We got men at first and second. We got an out. Cizeski at the plate. love a double play ball right now. Infield pop-up or a strikeout.
Little inside. It's still only 1 out.
No action in the Red Knight bullpen. No pitchers warming up any longer. Pitch is up high.
It's tough. Do you leave an experienced senior in that maybe you know, a little tired, or do you bring in somebody a little colder,
Well,
a junior?
and I'll say this too. We're moving down to the bottom of their order.
Yeah, that's a factor.
This is the number 7 slot. Even though this is a pitch hitter, this is a 7 slot right now. So you are working that bottom half of the order. There's the pitch from Kaminsky. That was a strike all the way down the middle of the plate, and that's fouled out on the right-hand side.
So move to a 2-1 count.
Red Knights need an out. Here's the pitch from Kaminsky. Straight
Wow.
back.
He's making them work.
Counts 2-2 on the pitch hitter right now, Mike Suzuki. I truly believe, Dennis, that Michael Kaminsky right now is thinking strikeout. He wants this. This ball's going to be low.
He is a cool cucumber, isn't he? That was huge. Now you can go back and play regular positions, get an out.
You see a pitcher long enough. We've seen Michael throw for so many years. We knew where he was going to take that pitch. It was going to be right at the knees, and boy, he painted it and sat him down. All right, so that's a big out for the Red Knights. Now, as you said, they move back to normal defensive positions. And
Better is number 11, John Nelson.
Armstrong will bring up yet another pitch hitter. This is number 11, John Nelson. Red Knights with 2 outs. Armstrong with 2 men on base, first and second. We're in the bottom of the 6th with Armstrong holding a 1-0 lead. And here's the pitch. That's a strike.
John Nelson, a sophomore. I was going to say he looks like a sophomore. Looks like he could fly though, doesn't he? But
let's see if Kaminsky toys with him or goes after him. That's another fastball, and that's going to be an out to Nathan Hanks. Will make the play to first, and the side is retired.
you know that's a little too close for me.
Well, I think all year long though we've seen some great defense from Benilde and
2 men on, no outs. That's but good for them. I mean, they play some great defense.
So let's set this up. Kuzemia comes out for the 7th. He has pitched a heck of a game for Armstrong. Scattered 4 hits over 7 innings.
He's coming out again. No.
And
who's this pitcher now?
oh, we do have a.
We got a righty. Can't read the numbers. Is that 18 or?
That is number 18. So you have there.
So we got Lance Kildy.
Lance Kildy.
Lance
Yep,
Kildy.
Lance
He's
Kildy.
a junior, right-handed. Got to tell you, I'm not sorry to get rid of that left-handed pitcher.
Kuzemia threw a great game for Armstrong tonight.
He sure did. Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's tee this up now. Red Knights need 1 to tie to keep this game going. Benilde, the visitors in the game tonight. Armstrong is the home team.
Yeah, this is our last chance. So who do we got coming up here? Marshall Hemke, possibly?
Hemke,
He's
Wyville,
gonna bat.
Landis are the scheduled batters.
And all of them can hit. You just have to do it now. New pitcher, see what happens here.
Well, as we've talked about during this game, the Red Knights have been in this position before. They've been down. We were down in the Hopkins game, 6-1 in the bottom of the 7th, and pulled that game out. These kids have come back many times this year.
They have. I don't think they're a never quit team.
There's no quitting this team right now, and let's see if Marshall Hemke can start it.
20, Marshall Hemke.
I've had this feeling all night long, waiting for it to pay off.
You know, we're down 1 run. We don't have to pull another Hopkins out. We just
Red Knights have not gone.
manufactured a couple runs here.
Red Knights have not been shut out all year.
It's all right.
Nothing wrong with taking that first pitch. New pitcher, you want to see what he's got. So he threw a strike right down the middle. I think Hempke's seen it. Let's see what he can do with it. That's going to be outside.
So we got a 1-1.
Be interesting to see if we can get Hempke on base. What we'll do, what Coach Hempke would do if we can get Marshall on base. It's scorched to the shortstop and right at him. Nice play over.
One down.
Hardest hit ball for the Red Knights all night, right at the shortstop.
No Sunday hopper. That was.
Yeah, you really
Shortstops love those.
You can't really say anything against Bachmeyer. He made a heck of a play. Ball was hit. It was a nice hop up to his glove, and he made the play he needed to do.
Okay, Tyler Weibel. We've talked about him. He can come through. He's Mr. Cool. He's been here before, so he's got to do his job.
All right, Weibel, the big junior for the Red Knights. Looking to get on base, looking to give the Red Knights a chance. Topped down the first base line. Foul ball. Again, we should say, this is a double elimination section. It's part of the tournament. Neither team has lost yet, so just because one of these teams loses tonight, they are not out of the Section 6 AAA bracket.
And I think at this stage in the game, it's one extra game. If you lose your first game, you're coming back.
It's not the end of the world at this point. So
either team, winner does get a break until Monday. That's another
softly hit to the shortstop, Bachmeyer, and there's 2 outs.
He's a pretty steady Betty shortstop. He doesn't. Good range, good arm. So
ain't over till it's over.
Nope, we got Chris Landis up. We need Chris on base.
Well, you get Chris on base, and then we're right back to the top of the order, Dennis. So, yeah, and can Chris do this? Absolutely, he can.
Number 1, Chris Landis.
Pretty impressed with this sophomore.
Well, we knew coming in that this game was not going to be taken lightly. I don't think either team took either side lightly tonight.
Nope, they were. Armstrong was here watching us in the early game last night, and a bunch of our guys stayed around watching Armstrong last night in the late game.
0-2 on Landis right now. Here's the pitch from Kildee. It's outside.
Good eye. So 2 outs.
Red Knights
1-2 count. Top of 7.
Red
We need to
Knights
score
hoping
1
for
run.
a little magic. That was a wicked curveball.
That was that. So that ends the game.
That was a ball game we just saw.
That was a great. I mean, a pitching duel. BSM with 0 runs, 4 hits, 0 errors. Falcons come up with 1 run, 5 hits, 1 error.
There's a picture of Kazemia going through the line. He's got to be just excited. He threw a heck of a game tonight.
He did a great job. He controlled everything.
And I'm not surprised that this game came down to pitching. It was more pitching than hitting tonight, and a couple of chances.
Yeah, like you said, it's a double elimination. No Red Knights come back. Is it tomorrow or?
Red Knights are off till Monday. We'll play a team out of the losers bracket that will also have 1 loss. That game will be on Monday, and then you have to come back and play a doubleheader on Monday. You'd have to face the team in the winners bracket.
And how about the Falcons? When do we know when they play again?
Falcons will play Monday night.
Monday night, so they'll play.
So they would play the winner of
our game.
Of our game.
The early game.
Great game, great night, great being with you, bud.
Yes,
Didn't
that
turn
was
out the
a lot
way
of
we
fun.
wanted, but it was still a heck of a ball game.
Maybe they'll put new lights in the lights over the weekend. So, but I love this field. This is the early game a little safer, but great working with you, Chris.
Game was everything we wanted. It just didn't quite go the Red Knights' way tonight. There's your line score totals once again. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Chris O'Connor along with Dennis Lynch. We hope you have a great summer. Hope you see some great high school baseball as we move into the state championships.
Drive safely, folks.
Thanks again to Channel 12 and ParkTV 16. Great job, guys. Great crew. Paul Broden and the gang. Outstanding work. We look forward to being with you again one of these days down the line. Have a great night, everybody.